Welcome to Magmo Academy. In this video, we will see questions related to the topic functions. In our previous videos, we have discussed that how will you differentiate between a binary relation and a function, what are the conditions for the functions, and what are the types of the functions and the questions related to it. In this video, we will see linear functions and how will you evaluate the function, means finding the value of the function. For example, if we have a function, let's say f of x is equals to 3x minus 2. So this is how we represent a function f of x. So by putting the value of x, we will get the value of the function. So let's say we are trying to find f of minus 1. What does it mean? That what will be the answer or what will be the output when you will give minus 1 as an input to this function. So what you need to do, whatever the expression is written over here, if it is in fraction or whatever, you need to put the value of the given variable in it as it is. You will get the value of the function. So we will do 3 multiplied by value of x is minus 1. 3 ones are minus 3 minus 5. So what does it mean? It is written that when you put f of x as f of minus 1, you will get the answer minus 5. So it means when the input is minus 1, the output will be minus 5. Right now this what it means. So this is how we find the value of the function. Now let's do one more question related to it. Now let's say we have a question in which it is written, if g of x, as in our previous video I told that any alphabet could be used for the representation of a function, a, b, c, d, e, f, g, whatever, is equals to x square minus 4x plus 7. We need to evaluate first part. We need to evaluate g of 3. In the second part we have to evaluate g of minus 2. So it is similar that you need to first put the value of of x 3. For g of 3, we will put x equals to 3 in whole function. For g of minus 2, we will put minus 2 in place of x. So this will be 3 square 9, 4 3s are 12 plus 7, 9 minus 12 minus 3 plus 7. So g of 3 is equals to 4. And similarly over here you will get g of minus 2 is equals to 4 minus minus plus 8 plus 7, 19. So g of minus 2 is equals to 19 and g of 3 is equals to 4. Now what happened, that maybe they will ask you a question like this. Over here it is written, if g of x is equals to this, evaluate g of 3 or g of minus 2. Maybe they will ask you directly like this in the third part, that find product of g of 3 and g of minus 2. So this is not a difficult question or a different question. First you need to evaluate the values of this as you have already done, and then you need to just multiply these values. 19 multiplied by 4. That's what actually they are asking in third part. So these type of questions could also come maybe in the MCQs if they will give the value of these two, g of 3 and g of minus 2, or maybe they could ask you to solve it. That's fine, maybe in the CRQs. So this is how we do the questions related to it. So what will be the answer of 19 4? You can do it, it's very easy. 24 is 80, 80 minus 4, 76. So this is one of the type of the question. Now let's see one more type of the question over here related to functions. Now if you look at this question, it is different question from the previous one. In this it is written if h of x, the function is 5x plus 7, and it is written that we put the value in place of x c and we get the answer 42. Now we need to find out the value of c. Means in this one, in the previous questions the input was given and we were calculating the output, but in this question they have given us the output and we need to calculate the input. So this is also very easy. You don't need to change your method or change your solution. You just need to follow the same way, that instead of writing h of x you will write h of c. Okay, the value of h of c is given, and it means that in place of x you will put the value of x, which is c, 5c plus 7. And what is the value of h of c given? You need to put it in place of it. Now you can easily find the value of c. 7 will go there and minus. It will come 5c is equals to 35. So the value of c is 35 upon 5, that will be 7. So this is one of the type of the question that could be asked. So remember that in a function there is one input and there is an output, and in the previous questions we have seen the input was given, we were calculating the output. In this one the output is given and we have calculated the input. So this is also very easy. Now there could be any type of the question, but the pattern will not change. Now let's see one more thing. Now this is another category of the question. In this one the input is given as well as the output is given, but one thing which is unknown is in the function, that is m, the coefficient of x. So you will again follow the same method, that in place of x you will put the value of x, which is 6, and as it is given that when you put the value of x 6 you will get the output 20. So this is how you will complete your equation, and still there is only one unknown, that is m. So it will be 6m, 4 will go there, it will be added with 20. So you will get 6m is equals to 24. So m is equals to 24 upon 6, that will give you the answer 4. So m is equals to 4 is your answer. So up till now we have seen that in a function the basic questions are related to three things: input, output, and unknown. The unknown could be the coefficient of something, maybe the coefficient of x, or maybe this particular constant number will be unknown. That could be the case also. So whenever the input is given and output is given, so this could be the question in which one thing from the function is unknown, like this, or maybe in the question everything is given but the output is missing. That was the question that we have done in the first one. Now in the second type we will have a question in which the input is missing and the output will be given. So we have seen all the basic questions related to the functions. The next topic that we will cover in our next video will be inverse of the function. So up till now we have understood that how to write a function and what is mean by input and output, and how to solve the questions related to the functions, in which we called this type of question as evaluating the function, in which we need to calculate the output. We call this as evaluate the function, and this one is called finding unknown. Find unknown. This is it from this video. Hope you have understood the video and the topic functions. In next video we will understand that how to find the inverse of a function. Thank you for watching the video and don't forget to subscribe our channel.